um, is because there's this pretty big delay when I put something up. So, like, it delays for a little bit, so that's why you get these awkward openings. Like, there's a two-way delay. So there's a delay when I click the, oh no, it has to do the previously thing. What? Okay, thank God. Holy shit, okay. I hope it's the pizza meme game.
The signal from my Spidey tracer is getting weaker. I better move before I lose it completely.
Oh God, I almost fell. Okay, well, so far, I don't know if this game's that bad. It's just like, the instructions it's giving me can be really bad at times. So this is a chase level like with Venom before. Oh, well, fuck. Yep, wonderful. So anyway, I decided I'm gonna play this for a little bit. I don't know, for some reason I have like a huge Spider-Man kick right now, so I figured that I'd go back into like Spider-Man stuff. Cause I was just running through, when I ran through my game collection, it's like, oh, I really like this old Spider-Man game, so I was like, okay, why don't I go back and I'll finally play this one, the sequel to that old Spider-Man game, and I think I'll watch that Enter the Spider-Verse movie and see how that is. So I'm just kind of seeing like Spider-Man stuff I never got to early. Well, shit, maybe this game is shit. Anyway, I'm trying to like freshen up on my Spider-Man stuff, seeing how it is.
Rocket launchers! A little overkill, don't you think?
I don't know what the fuck is going on, why it's being unresponsive. Here. Well, that was awkward. Okay, I'm not gonna play this. I'm gonna play this for like an hour or so. I just wanted to get some in for this tonight, because I don't really have anything better to do right now. Usually I'd be writing at a time like now if I didn't have anything better to do normally. But the thing is I don't like writing at my house, if that makes any sense. I really prefer writing at like a public place. Like usually I prefer going to like a public library and writing there. I don't know, it's just like I have a higher work ethic if I'm at like sort of like an office environment when I write as opposed to home. Because then, like, the temptation is to just, like, go on Discord or something and talk to my friends instead of write. But I can't do that if I'm in, like, a public library. So I end up, like, not writing very much at home. So I haven't been writing, really, so I've just kind of been live streaming, making YouTube videos. And I've watched a little bit of, like, movies and TV shows and stuff like that here and there. Oh, come on. I don't know. The controls in this are really slippery compared to the first game. And it's the same engine, too. Well, why don't you jump on there? Hopefully Corona-chan ends soon so that I can, like... Oh, fuck! No! Wow. I don't know. Is there anything to talk about with Corona right now? We have to have something to talk about. I don't know. We made the 30-minute long the 30-minute long North Korea video. Sorry, my nose is a little stopped up. So Kim Jong-un video, and then we stopped it. So maybe we could do like a 15-minute Corona video and stop it. Thanks, Tectonic Warrior. Appreciate you coming out to see me Let's Fail. So I don't know, like, this is, like, really long, and, like, the controls with the web slinging is kind of slippery. So if you're ready for some fucking Let's Fail, get excited, because these controls are being fucking slippery right now. I don't know, did you just see that? That's pretty fucking slippery. It's like not responding when I'm telling him to jump in a web sling. I know that, like, in the system of the game, it has to lock on to the building you're going to. Because if you play, like, I haven't played 2 that much, the movie game of 2. If you play the movie game of 1, you can, like, go indefinitely, and there's, like, no sense to it. But in this one, I mean, he's not directly, like, shooting onto... Oh, fuck. Like, he's not, you gotta, like, it's weird, and you don't personally know how it works, but he, like, locks on. Yeah, Spider-Man's going to destroy the 5G towers, but he, like, locks on, so sometimes you think he's gonna go somewhere, and then he just, like, stops swinging because he's not locked on anything. It's really weird and hard to explain in this, so I don't know. So sometimes, like, he's really, like, slipping off, like, he just slipped off the building. Like, so far this game seems to have pretty bad controls, and it's not telling you what you need to do. And, like, it's coming across kind of badly that way. Like, I mean, the first game, I mean, the controls and the camera aren't perfect, but, I mean, it's rough around the edges because it's a PlayStation game. Well, I have to, like, stop on the first crane and then jump off of it, apparently. Am I more... Well, you're asking me if I'm black-pilled on the coronavirus right now? Well, I'm in wait-and-see mode, if that makes sense. I mean, we're full-out going to see how seasonal this thing is. Let's put it like that. If this thing is not seasonal, then we're fucked. Then this opening, I think, is pretty much going to be fucked. I think pretty much the way that the U.S. government has treated it so far, the federal, like, non-federal nature of how they treated it has been, like, a colossal misfortune and mistake. Because, like, the states aren't working together at all. And pretty much for me personally, so that's pretty much my personal, like, opinion pretty much is, like, it's a colossal mistake. How, like, not doing this together the country is. Like, that's the thing I'm most worried about. Because some state could have really aggressive open up everything instantly and then reinfect another states which have, like, say Montana. Montana doesn't have very many cases. So I will say, like, Montana, generally speaking, like, it's, okay, let's open this. Oh, fuck, I hit the jump button in the middle of it. But Montana's like, okay, open this. We don't have that much stuff that's going on. So for Montana, practically speaking, opening it up very slowly in phases is what we're doing. It actually makes sense. But for a state like Texas, it doesn't make sense. So my worry is, like, I haven't looked individually in how fast certain states are opening, but say like a state like Texas, and I know, for example, Georgia, it's doing much, much worse per capita than Montana is, and, like, obviously in whole numbers it's doing astronomically worse because Montana is so small. But, like, Georgia's generally doing much worse, and I think they're opening it up much more aggressively than Montana is. So what could happen is, what I think is going to happen, and what I'm black-pilled about, is a state like Georgia or Texas is really aggressively going to open things up, and then they're going to infect the states because the federal government isn't controlling anything top-down. Georgia or Texas or some state like that is going to infect the other states that are doing stuff more controlled, and it's going to be like this big disaster. And that's kind of my nightmare with it right now, if that makes sense. And if it's not seasonal, then it doesn't really matter. Like, Texas at the beginning, if they just open everything up and they're stupid about it, it'll hurt them a little. Like, at first it'll hurt them a lot, but if it's really if it is somewhat seasonal or semi-seasonal or something, then they're going to gain a grip on it regardless of how stupidly or poorly they open it up, if that makes sense. But if it's not seasonal at all, I don't see how it's not going to spread really rapidly again. I mean, it just doesn't seem like they have any idea how this thing works, if you get what I'm saying. Like, it just seems like nobody really knows how this virus works and what's happening. But we'll see. And, like, it's probably, again, if it's seasonal, it'll probably come back a second time. So let's say this first time, when things are all done and good, it's going to kill, like, 80 to 100,000 people. But it only was in the oh, God, that was so close. It was only in the United States credibly from, like, February till May then, right? And if it was seasonal. But if it's seasonal and it restarts up in October, well then it'll have all the way from October until April to like go full on blitz mode. And it depends on how much stuff they open up. And the U.S. economy can't take that first crack. Like, it's barely surviving right now, and we don't know how much the damage is right now. So say if they open everything up, it's seasonal, it jumps like crazy, everything that's happening now, it goes in, say, in October and November. Well, you have a shutdown that's going to be twice as long as the one that is now, and it will just annihilate whatever economic recovery there was.
Spidey's hot on the trail, and this time it looks to have led him to the train yards. Well, things look quiet now, but evil is afoot, and it's up to our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man to ferret out evil where it lay.
This place looks like a prison complex. Guards everywhere. No doubt they're all Hammerhead's men. Well, I don't want to alert the whole place, so I better play this one quietly and sneaky.
Oh, I like how he's just talking, so then I just like jumped into the guys. Yeah, I mean, generally, like, but it's not federally led, it's kind of like random state led. It's just all over the place how it's being led, so it's not led like very intelligent at all. So if like Tennessee's being like a bunch of fucking idiots, right? So Nashville is going to spread it to all these rural areas because it's just a fucking disaster zone how like all over the place it's being led in the United States. Yeah, generally these controls are awkward, and then the action is too fast for how sluggish the controls are, or how awkward the camera and controls are being. I would say that you're pretty much right there.
Nuts! Electronic doors! I'll have to turn on the power to open them.
See, now in the previous game, what would happen if he says, I have to turn on the power to open them? Like, it would give you...
That didn't seem to work. Maybe the right combination of breakers will turn on the power.
See, now I run into this really weird puzzle.
Ow! Smart!
What? I don't know. See, now I don't know what I'm like vaguely aware right now what I'm supposed to do. See, like, there wasn't that many puzzles, if there was any. There's, like, one water switch puzzle in the last one.
Bingo! Good thing I've been trained for this. Hey, you get it? Trained for this? Yeah, okay. Let's move on, shall we?
I guess this is like the water puzzle in the last one. But there's no like compass and like the compass is really poorly put into this game. So you just kind of end up wandering around by comparison to the first game. So I think there's like different areas here, and then you have to go and mess around with the switches here. I'm thinking, like, yeah, okay. It's just I'm really used to the last game, where it's really... where it was really just like straightforward, if that makes... It was way more straightforward in the first game with whatever task I'm supposed to be doing. There's some kind of hole here. Oh, it's water. It's just not... They like reflected it so it looks like a hole because of PlayStation 1 graphics. I think this is... Okay. I think then you go over to this middle one or something here. Okay. I think I got it, yeah. Okay. Let's see what you guys are saying in that chat. Evil is afoot. Is it essential to the laid off workers to essential work or remote work? So I mean, sort of. Like, I don't know. Like, they, instead of trying to, like, it was really bad what they did, because what they should have done is allocate the $1,200 or whatever. They should have directly allocated that into, like, pay. Like, the government should have just directly paid people's rent, if that makes sense. For a few months, instead of just giving people like a blank $1,200 and just put more people on food stamps.
I bet all these guys are on Hammerhead's payroll. Wonder if Hammerhead provides his goons with medical and dental.
I don't... What do you mean, Corda? Have you played two of these? I played Spider-Man... When I was a kid, I played Spider-Man the first...
Control switch here somewhere.
I mean, I played the game I live streamed before, the PS1 Spider-Man game. Which is actually multi-console, because it's also on like N64, Dreamcast, and PC, and I've had both the PS1 and PC version. I haven't played the Dreamcast or like the other versions, but then I played the game that is based on the first movie, which is also pretty good. I had a friend who had the game that was based on the second movie, which from my understanding is considered to be the best Spider-Man game ever made. But I never played that one myself. I actually have it. I found it at a pawn shop for like $2. I just haven't played through it. What am I doing here? So the compass is here. Okay.
Oops, wrong door.
Okay.
Nuts. The door's jammed.
Okay. I think I just locked myself in here. Maybe I didn't? I don't...
He's all mine.
I thought I just locked myself in. I'm trying to see if there's another door over here. No, what the I guess, like, it just wasn't responding. Like, it's just, like, stuff is just kind of, like, non-responsive in this. Because that's what happened before when I was at the bomb thing with what you have to get all the keys, is it wasn't responding. So, at first I actually assumed what you ended up having to do, what you had to do. But when I tried to do, like, what you had to do is you had to pick up the keys one by one, and if you did that instead of finding them, like, all at the same time, well, fuck! Well, what the fuck? Can they not be reopened? I think it's unresponsive. I don't know what I don't know what to do. Because I thought you had to have door 3 and door 2 open at the same time to get out, but I don't... Because anyway, back at the bomb thing, it wouldn't respond to me when I tried to open it. Oh, I guess you opened that door over here then. Well, no, you don't, apparently. You can't reopen the doors or something. Also, I'm on easy mode and this is, like, becoming significantly harder. I have the new Spider-Man game as well, the PS4 Spider. And again, I watched a substantial part of the second movie game and the PS4 Spider-Man game with two different friends. Because I was hanging out with my friend and he beat through like the last hour or 2 hours of the game and I watched him play through it. It does look very good. I know that like it's a different Spider-Man era, if that makes sense. Like I think Miles Morales or whatever that guy's name is. I don't know. Is like is he just like a sidekick who is black? I haven't. See, the thing is like all this Spider-Man stuff I'm into was from the 90s and 80s. Because I used to just... When I was a kid, the 90s Spider-Man TV show, the animated series, it came out. And I watched that a lot as a kid. And I had like a bunch of VHS tapes of it. And I used to watch those VHS tapes religiously. So I really liked that show. And then Spider-Man, the first movie... came out, and then I loved it, and then the Spider-Man... Oh, fuck. Okay, well... I guess I have to look, and it just says number 2 in front of it. So anyway, then the first movie came out, and then I liked it, and then I saw that in the movie theater, and then as soon as that came out, I got the first game for GameCube, and I played through that a lot. And then I saw the second movie came out, and for some reason I never got the game to the second movie, but I remember specifically really liking the second movie and thinking it was just this outstanding movie. And then I think by that time, after I saw the movie, I started collecting comic books and graphic novels of Spider-Man. I don't have, like, obviously encyclopedic knowledge of Spider-Man. I just generally, I would buy like a bunch of back issues of Spider-Man from the 90s and I'd read through stuff like Maximum Carnage and a lot of issues with Venom and stuff. And I would just read random stuff, so I'd read like a bunch of like, because this is when I was a kid, so it was like 2000s, the second series of Spider-Man. I would read random issues, and because I read all these issues out of order, generally I can't tell you what would happen, and it was like 15 years ago, right? So generally I don't remember a lot of it. But,
Your slinging days are over!
So is there nobody in this room for a minute? so I can like I'll walk up on top of the ceiling and then see what you guys are saying. But I saw the third movie and I remember liking it, and then this was before I had the internet. So then like I saw everybody and their dog hated it and I was just really confused. And then after that I slowly gravitated away from Spider-Man. I tried to watch The Amazing Spider-Man, but that was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Your issue is that Electro is his original race in this one. Okay, cool, Arjun. Oh, hey, Musica Australia. Well, the first game is much better. Oh, so Cyber Ninja Zero, you like Web of Shadows? I always wanted to play Ultimate, I just never got around to it. Spider-Man, so Cordes, Spider-Man, of any major superhero, Spider-Man games probably are the highest consistent quality. I think every single Superman game that's ever been made is awful. I think like 70% of like Spider-Man games are probably good. I think like the good Spider-Man, I think like maybe most of the Batman games that are coming out now are pretty good, but generally the Spider-Man games are really awesome. Johanna paid you. What's Spider-Man Unlimited? Is that a TV show? I think that's like the CGI TV show. I never saw that. The original 1990 Spider-Man was one of my favorite TV shows as a kid by far. Okay, I never played Web of Shadows. Is that the one where like the emo Spider-Man like meme comes from? It's always funny when Spider-Man's like uber emo. Okay, let's see if we can get to door number 7 then. I don't know why, like Spider-Man is never an emo and then like he always becomes an emo in these. So it's like are in those movies and games and stuff, so that's always really funny. There used to be like I had a Batman game on my GameCube and I remember it wasn't very good. And it had the guy from the TV show as the voice.
Wait a minute here. That guy has a case too. Bet they're responsible for that train robbery. What's so important about those cases? Huh?
Oh shit.
Mother...
Oh god. The Sandman looks like garbage. So Cyber Ninja Zero, are you a big Spider-Man fan? Oh. Oh, it's like a chase scene or something? I don't see, like, it's a chase scene, and I'm supposed to, like, I don't know what's going on. Like, am I supposed to, like, fight him? Or is it a chase scene, and this camera's all over the place? What? I don't know what I'm doing. Like, am I supposed to fight him? I can't, like, see where I'm going. Well, I can't, I'm like trying to lock onto him, but the camera's garbage. Like, this is not very good. I'm not able to hit him at all so far. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Am I supposed to be chasing him, or is this timed? Okay, I'm gonna try and get more health now, I guess. And then I'm just gonna try and like hit him with the spider balls. Okay. But I don't... Here's the thing, I actually don't... I know, like, everybody likes Batman that much, but I don't find Bruce Wayne... like, I don't find Batman a character that I'm very empathetic with. I like Batman's villains that much, but, like, Batman himself, unless it's, like the Dark Knight Returns, like, normal Batman, I generally don't like. Well, like Spider-Man and Matt Murdock, or Spider-Man, Daredevil, Matt Murdock, Daredevil, Peter Parker, Spider-Man, those characters I generally like. I like a hero that's more, like, flawed. I don't know, I just like the way that Daredevil's flawed, or how his life, like, his domestic life has a lot more problems. Like, I know Batman, like, loses Robin and people he loves, and obviously his parents and stuff. But, like, he still has a fuck ton of money. Did I beat him? Or did I temporarily beat him? Wait, what the fuck? What the hell? What is going on? Chase the... I can't... There's like a thing in the way. Do I fight the wall? And he's invincible?
This stuff can't let Sandman slow me down.
I think I was supposed to fight the wall. And just like try to dodge him. And move on.
I'm gonna pound you flat!
Okay, so the train got away, so I lost. Okay. I'm just scrolling down because this is like... This game plays really fast compared to the last game, so it's kind of hard for me to like read at the same time I'm playing it. Return to tradition by watching Jurassic Park. Okay. Throw boxes and barrels at the sand wall. You should do a top 25 favorite movies video. Oh, Cordy, you still want me to make a movie list? Or you want me to make a... I don't think, like, me making a movie list would be very good. I like how Spider-Man's most powerful attack is cum shot. That is very true, Arctic Warfare. You probably could clip all my streams and make an AVGN parody. And then just show, like when I, like, turn my head and, like, yell during the Nazgul parts, and then try and make an AVGN parody out of it. Okay, so I get the cutscene again. Corda, I'm gonna do more horror movie reviews. I just watched these two movies, The Resolution and The Endless. Arjun suggested to me last night, and I could talk... Like, is it better to just give my... Like, I should just review horror movies off the cuff? Like, what would you rather... Or me make a script? Because usually what would happen before is I would make a script. Okay.
You'll never catch that train! Hold still, punk!
Okay.
Can't you find someone else to play with?
I'm gonna pound you flat!
I kind of like his voice, though. I'm, like, liking that. I don't understand, so, like, Venom... I never understood this and I haven't read it, so I think at one point Venom bit the Sandman and he, like, died or something. I don't know, that's kind of funny to me. Like, I don't... Like, Sandman is either, like, Derp or God tier villain. It's really weird. Like, he's either, like, OP as fuck or just, like, straight up hardcore Derp. Like, because I think, in the first appearance, like, Stan Lee had him, like, get fucking shreked by a fucking vacuum, which is amazing. But in, like, this, he can create, like, giant sand walls and, like, smash you.
Sand in the tights. This stuff chafes.
Hold still, punk! Hold still, punk!
I'm, like, jumping around here. This isn't as bad at, like, when somebody tells me what to do. I know I'm, like, DSPing this, but that's expected that my quality skills at video games are, like, they're, like, I'm streaming and I'm worse than the average person. I know that, like, that's kind of become accepted at that point, I hope, or widely known. I mean, this is kind of like the first game in the sense of, like, once you know what to do, it's not that hard.
No way am I letting you go! Hold still, punk!
Oh, fuck you, you fucking Play-Doh man, I don't know, you fucking moon, he's like, reminds me of, like, what's the moon mud or whatever? Do you remember? It was, like, this weird, like, mesh Play-Doh. When you were a kid, that was some fucking weird shit. And when I think of Sandman, I think of, like, that mesh, like, moon mud shit. Okay, so is this gonna end here then? Well, do I jump on it? Like, what am I... Or do I just go out of the level with it? What am I... Do I, like... What the... Did I get ran over by it? Am I supposed to fight the train? Or no, I won. No, I lost! No, I have another book review that's coming up. I'm thinking about, doing a book review of a Richard Lehman book, because I actually like Richard Lehman. I like Resolution more than Endless. Both those movies are really stagey and there's no, like, there's no, like, gore or anything. Oh, it's just moon sand? We'll see. I'll probably just do, like, horror reviews then off the cuff, because that might be kind of, like, interesting. Just keep them under, like, 10 minutes or something. But if you want me to talk, I'll just do this one here, and then I'll re-record it later. So, the Resolution is, it's this movie about this friend, like, this friend is gone, and he's, like, he's on crack really hard, and all he's doing with his life is he's on crack all the time. And if you saw The Endless, which I think more people have seen, The Endless is a sequel to The Resolution. So the characters the characters that are in Resolution are in The Endless. So anyway, they're, like, this guy is trying to, like, help his friend get off crack, and he does it by chaining him down to, like, a radiator in this house he's squatting in for, like, a week. But while he's there, he keeps finding these weird videotapes, which imply that they're being watched, but the way that they're being watched is actually physically impossible, and they slowly find out over the course of the movie that the way they're being watched is physically impossible. The thing about both the movies is they're really open-ended. The resolution is way more open-ended than the Endless is. Like, the Endless just straight up tells you what's going on. But the resolution is really open-ended. The resolution is, like, completely in-your-face micro-budget. So, like, if you're used to watching, like, micro-budget kind of movies, which me as, like, as a horror fan, like, right, to a certain extent, you tend to, like, accept it. Most normal people aren't going to like micro-budget movies. The problem with The Endless, I think, is that The Endless, it, like, acts like a micro-budget movie, but because it's a sequel, you don't think it's going to be a micro-budget movie. So, like, there's points in time where somebody's supposed to die on screen very gory or something, but it's not there. So there's very little stuff to be horrified, if that makes sense. Oh, God, fuck you, Sandman. Is there health here? Okay. So, anyway, The Endless is about these two brothers that escape from a cult, but the one brother wants to go back to the cult. Well, there's two brothers, one escaped from a cult. Both of them escaped from a cult. The one brother is always in the lead. The older brother and the younger brothers are resentful about this. So the younger brother wants to go back to the cult, basically because he thinks that will mean that he'll control his life again, instead of his older brother controlling it, and he's nostalgic about the cult. And the older brother, the only thing he has in life, if that makes sense, is the younger brother. So he goes into the cult with the younger brother, back to the cult with the younger brother again. But they realize that the cult isn't... Okay, you have to jump on it. That wasn't clear before.
What do you have to do with this?
Times change, Spider-Man. I do what I have to. Some other time, Spider Jerk.
And what's this? Looks like Spiderella's going to the ball.
I have the Thing video game. So anyway, so the younger brother, they return and then they find out that the cult isn't just a cult, it's actually a physical, like, real thing. If that makes sense. So the cult's a physical, real thing, and it has to do with time distortion. So anyway, they're figuring out what the time distortion is. And slowly over time, they're coming to realize is the cult is like willingly stuck themselves in this time loop so that they can live forever. And then they escape this impasse, and you realize it's a sequel to the first movie and the events that were occurring in the first movie. And the reason that they're getting all these impossible like videos that were sent to them is because it was being sent through this time loop of alternate futures and alternate pasts. So anyway, they realize if they stay with the cult, then they're going to be stuck there forever. So they make a resolution that they're going to improve their lives and leave together. They're both very hard micro-budget movies. Like, I thought that the second movie would have a higher quality control, because who said quality control? Corda. Yeah, Corda. If you're a horror fan, you kind of get used to minimal quality control. It's something that's like an acquired taste. So I can watch very bad horror movies and be entertained by them. It's just something if you're a fan of a genre. So like you just become accustomed and you can find entertainment out of bad horror movies. So let's look at like a superhero genre. Generally I only like things that, like, they personally appeal. I can find something relatable or something that's really, really good. But in horror, I pretty much like everything across the board. Okay, I'm probably going to play one more level and then go off to do some other stuff. I just wanted to do a quick stream here. Okay.
We are close to our goal, gentlemen. The device you see before you allows an average citizen's body energy to power a city block. In my hands, that power would be limitless. We need Dr. Watts to finish the device. Only she knows where to find the missing piece.
Yeah, plans and speeches are all well and good, but I think you're forgetting about one thing. Spider-Man.
I've already prepared for that eventuality. Let me introduce our insurance policy. Enthusiasms, enthusiasms. What are mine? What is it which gives me joy? Destroying Spider-Man. A man stands alone, facing the web slinger. This is the time for what? For individual achievement. But in a mob? Part of a team. Tomorrow night, the good doctor will be attending the Science and Industry Ball. I'm gonna get the doctor myself. But I get nowhere unless the team takes out Spider-Man. Spider-Man!
Okay, well, I know that those character models look really bad, especially Electro.
Hammerhead and his thugs have stormed the ball. The people are frightened, and some have even been taken hostage. It looks like Spidey's going to have his hands full, finding the doctor and keeping everyone safe. Good luck, Webhead!
Here we go.
Oh, fuck. Well, anyway, what I was going to say is, like, so I think I finished saying what I was going to say on the Endless. So, it's kind of boring. I like the resolution better. I just thought that they would improve the production values. Part of that has to do, I didn't like the brother characters as much as I like the two friend characters in the resolution. And, like, I think the resolution was better because it was more open-ended. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. So anyway, like, generally these, like, the story of these two games actually, like, and this one too, generally is a really good representation of Spider-Man. But, like, this gameplay is kind of, like, leaves something to be desired. In the second one, at least. But it's made by a different team. I literally have no idea where to go right now. Like, what the fuck is going... Like, where do I go? What the fuck? Do I break it down? What the fuck? Like, am I supposed to go through a pipe or something? Okay. It just did, there's no indication, like, you just have to blindly move around because the camera's really bad, I guess. You're booming everything up. Well, I'm supposed to boom everything up. I'm a professional boomer gamer. Am I, like, okay, do I, like, break the pipe open or something? The vent open with, like, okay, I think you do. Okay, well, fuck. This is... Okay, I do, okay. I hope so, Spider-Man. Okay.
That elevator looks unstable. Better secure it somehow. Wonderful.
What? Fuck!
We are close to our goal, gentlemen.
I'm just gonna skip it. I know it's amazing, but you guys already saw it. Spidey go brrrr and fall.
Have stormed the ball. The people are frightened, and some have even been taken hostage. It looks like Spidey's gonna have his hands full finding the doctor and keeping everyone safe. Good luck, Webhead.
Here we go. Hey, you. Help me! Oh no. There's someone trapped in that elevator. I'd better find the controls.
Hopefully I didn't need to, like, I don't know, maybe.
It looks unstable.
Oh, it leads to the same place.
There. That should hold the elevator. Now to free the person inside.
Okay. There we go. Oh. Oh, you just fall down and die. That's cool. Oh fuck, I didn't mean to like go to the main menu. Someone tells, well, I don't know, Alex, what's the deal with Spider-Man having like a yellow fever now?
The device you see before you allows an average...
I don't know, maybe I'll watch that Feel and No GF documentary after this. All I know about it is like all my friends on Discord just keep talking about how fat Cantbot is.
Hammerhead and his...
I actually, unironically, was going to watch Into the Spider-Verse just to see if it's as bad as Argent thinks it will be after this. Oh man, you have to like... Okay, that is pretty awkward, it's not letting me.
I bet this will take me to the controls.
Oh man, I'm booming so hard here. Okay.
I'm already at full health. That elevator looks unstable. Better secure it somehow. There. That should hold the elevator. Now to free the person inside.
Oh man, I'm like... The controls are kind of awkward.
Run away!
He's just Wisconsin size, okay? What are you talking about? Oh, Argent's there. He says he just can't... I don't know, like, Argent, like, technically speaking, you haven't seen it yet. Is it, like, the animation you're talking about? Like... I mean, in paper, Miles shouldn't be, like... Do I go up through here? Like, in paper, Miles shouldn't necessarily be bad. It's just that he's black, is an idea. I mean, kind of like, the idea that giving Spider-Man a Robin, I kind of agree that that's annoying, I guess, but... So I'll see how it is. Like... My friend, when I was watching him play the PS4 Spider-Man game, I don't know where the fuck to go now, okay? Like, this is do I just crawl up the pipe then after this? Because I thought you'd come back here and then go through the elevator, but apparently you don't. Like, generally, like, we'll see how it is. I don't know anything about Miles Morales. Is that... I don't actually know anything about him as a character, so I mean, if he's just a character, like he's like a likable character and he's just black, like obviously then that's just kind of like boneheaded racism. But we'll see how it is, I guess. Because my friend that played the PS4 Spider-Man game, he didn't seem to like... Oh, fuck! It's over there. Okay.
Oh, great. More guys with...
He didn't seem to have anything against him. Like, he didn't have any... Maybe, like, he's just... I don't know. Maybe he's just, like, a okay character who happens to be black. Or maybe he's horrible. Maybe he's really annoying and just happens to be black. Or maybe he's really in-your-face black. I don't know. Oh, thanks. I'm literally, like, Tectonic Warrior, you're like, oh, I'm playing Persona 5, and I looked over to read that, and then the guy came out and shot me.
Uh-oh. Looks like these guys have hostages. Better be careful.
I thought that feel when no GF was, like, sympathetic. I didn't know it. Is it not sympathetic? Is it, like...
Uh-oh. Hostages.
Like, is it, like, we're evil, or is it indifferent? Or is it indifferent towards, like, I don't know, Frog Twitter? Isn't it, like, about Frog Twitter? I don't know. Is Frog Twitter, like, the politically correct term?
Looks like that's everyone. Now to find the next floor.
No sign of Hammerhead anywhere.
Like, this game isn't bad, it's just, like, it hasn't aged very well. Like, it's not objectively terrible or anything, it just hasn't... Like, it just hasn't aged very well in comparison to, like, the first one. Like, generally, so far, the way that it's taking care of, like, the universe of Spider-Man is actually really outstanding. It's just like the controls in the camera are just really generic PlayStation 1, so that means that hasn't aged very well, if that makes sense. Like, this level isn't very bad. Like, and a bigger problem is, like, the first one, and it might be that I played it, so I played it a lot, so I'm going through awkward nostalgia goggles or something. But, like... Generally in the first one, I know what I'm supposed to do immediately, but like I have to like fuck around and screw around in the level for like a few minutes and then figure out what I'm supposed to do. And like with Shocker, like, and keep in mind, it's kind of an accident because Cyber Ninja Zero told me to press L2, but he accidentally typed L1, so I was doing the complete wrong thing for like 10 minutes on Shocker. I can't get into those rooms. Is there something on top here? Oh man, it is kind of awkward in the first game too. It inverts you when you walk up on the ceiling, so it's not going the way. Fuck. I don't. Fuck. See, now I don't know where... So I'm like... I don't know. See, I'm thinking that there's a pipe, but I can't see the like, pipes. So I'm just, like, minefield hunting for the pipe to go into to go to the other room, I think. I think that's what I'm trying to do. Like, the level design is just generally worse in this one, too. And I keep, like, fucking up because it's inverted and it just swip. It's, like, inverted of what it was before, so... I'm not trying to, like, control so badly on purpose. It's just really awkward. Well, shit! Like, that's where I was before. So there's like, I think I'm supposed to, like, it's clipping so I can see into the other room, but I don't know how to get there. Oh, man. Man, I don't know where the fuck this fucking pipe is to go through. Man, I don't... What the fuck? What the fuck, man? I'm trying to read what you guys are saying. Is Spider-Man Catholic? That's part of the suit. He has webs in his pits. It's just weird. Okay, so there's like a thing in the doorway up here. Cause like do I yank them open with the web? Oh, you do yank them open with the web, or do I? Okay, well, I haven't done that before. Maybe there's some training session where you do that, but I don't remember fucking opening them with. Okay. Like, there's nothing as destructible like that so far in the game, so... And keep in mind, I was trying to punch them to break them. So I had, like, some indication.
Thanks, Spidey.
Oh, man.
Well, that's the last of them. Time to find Hammerhead.
It's just not straightforward.
Better start making sense, lady. Zeus says what?
Just 6 of you against 1 woman? That seems a bit unfair. Unless that happens to be Electra, in which case you're toast.
Come on. Yeah, come on. What am I paying you fools for? Don't just stand there. After her! Don't know where you think you're going.
I was just gonna see if they had any more of those Empire State Building snow globes. Hey, do you want one?
You're toast, do-gooder.
I don't know why, like... why E. Michael Jones is doing what he's doing. I just figured that they're so cringe, I haven't even tried watching them, if that makes sense. Okay, like, unironically, locking into stuff sometimes in this is like... Like, this camera's really bad right now. Because I'm sure that there's some kind of pattern I'm supposed to be figuring out. But my instinct is to just hit him with my spider balls. Like... Oh, fuck. Like, am I supposed to run from him here? Like, and like throw stuff at him? Okay, I think I am. Oh, man. Like, my instinct is to just, like, hit him with spider balls like I did with Scorpion, but...
Knock it off!
Oh, like, if I kick him... Oh.
I can see my house from here.
Well, hopefully there's health out here. There's webbing, but... I think I'm just supposed to, like, brute force him. Okay. hit them with my spider balls, Serp Kerp 2020. 100% accurate, 1000% accurate. Okay, well, so let's fight Hammerhead here. I think I'm supposed to like dodge out of the way and have him run out the window. Oh, I think he's supposed to run into stuff and then I hit him. Preferably with like spider balls or something. Wow, my spider balls aren't fucking working.
You're toast, do-gooder.
Well, I can just like run up to him and apparently like this is working pretty fucking well. Like this is working better than trying to jump around and use spider balls against him, just running up and kicking him. Well, I'm just gonna run up and do this. Like this seems to be working pretty fucking well. Well, I fucking beat him without using any strategy, so.
There. I hope that holds him. Because there's still a damsel in distress that needs rescuing. What the? Maybe that woman was Electra. What's this? First Hammerhead and now Sandman's back. And what do they want with the doctor? I know she works at Biotech. I've seen her there with Connors before. Maybe he knows what this is all about. Come on, Doc. Boy, it sounds like Connors is in some real trouble. I really need to limit myself to one rescue a day.
Okay, I'm gonna like save here, I guess. And then I'm gonna call the stream quits for tonight. So, anyway, thanks for coming, everybody. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day.